No, we made a Twilight Sparkle cosplay, and I'm the back half.
Which one's Twilight Sparkle, Noth?
She's the.
I love the other reindeer. Used to laugh and call him names. They never let Rudolph join in any reindeer games. And one foggy Christmas Eve, oh, Santa came to sing.
No, that works because guess what? All that I just did, I forgot to hit record.
Really? Oh, you dumbass.
Nice one.
Yeah. So there we go. So we're recording now. We're officially...
Run it back!
Run it back! All right. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back for the second time. Just kidding. It's the fourth... It is the fourth episode of the Cesscast. I am your host, EatSleepComplete. Over here is CoolKid Joe. Down there is Noth Tha God. And beneath me is Unawareboss. Boss, you are a first-time guest on the Cesscast, and as I said before we started recording, one of the big number boys in the community. And I don't think you get to say not really when you are sitting at 3.3 million gamer score.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when yeah. Okay.
Top 50 in the world is an accomplishment.
Like an OG boy as well, though. Like, Boss has been around for a fucking long time.
Right. So, welcome, Boss. Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah.
This is going to be the holiday episode, I guess. It is the end of the year, so we got the Game of the Year awards. It is the holidays, so we've got some holiday stuff. Noth's Misinformation Mayhem is back, and a new additional segment I like to call Joeography. So we'll get to both of those. So, let me see here. Do you guys want to just jump into one of the main topics that I have, or would you like to ramble for a little bit? Because, Noth, before we started recording, you mentioned that you didn't even know limited run games was a thing.
Didn't have a clue what it was. It was, I think it was Slayer. I first saw talking about them because he'd posted pictures of, like, physical games that he had. And I was like, These are digital-only games that you have on disc. I don't understand this. And then, as Joe just reached for there, Joe ended up posting pictures and being like, "Oh yeah, limited run." And then Miss started posting pictures like, "Yeah, limited run games." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I just have never heard of this shit.
Like, the thing was, like, when we were talking about it, like, a while ago, there was one that you wanted to get, which was this one.
Yeah, Clock Tower. And then you guys were explaining it to me, and it's like it's just this company that takes, like, digital-only release games. They sign, like, a contract to have a limited run of a physical, like, release for it, which otherwise would never exist, which I think is really fucking cool. Like, because I think you guys got the Plumbers Don't Wear Ties.
Plumbers Don't Wear Ties Definitive Edition. Love it. I think
that's...
I made a whole event out of that. I had people over to my house, and then we played through it as a group, just watching the absolute trash that game is.
I still don't know the story behind that fucking game. Like, why it exists.
So Plumbers Don't Wear Ties was made for...
It was the CDI?
So, yeah, the CDI. And it was made by a small group of developers, and I'm using that term in literally the loosest way possible, because no one who made that game had game development experience. It was just a bunch of people who had never done anything with video games or production before, and they just said,
"He's fucking surprised.
We're gonna make a video game." And when it initially came out, it was essentially just a movie with a PowerPoint presentation in it.
Yeah, and it had, like, the weirdest, like, instead of having the FMV, they would just cut to, like, stills from the stuff they'd already shot. And I don't know if that's, like, was it a limitation on the disk space that they had, or fucking... It'll just randomly cut to, like, pictures of, like, race cars on a track, and then back to, like, whatever's going on. Dude, it's the fucking weirdest. I played it whenever, like, we found out what it was. Like, we found, like, just a couple of fucking ISO rips for it. This is back in, like, fucking 2014 or something. It must have been after the AVGN episode, I assume.
Probably. That's what made it so popular in the modern day.
And I just remember me and my friends playing it, and I was like, even whenever we were playing it, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because, like, most of the times I understand when bad games exist. I understand why they exist, or at least, like, partly why they were made. I don't fucking understand Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. I don't understand anything about it.
Someone somewhere wanted to make art, and that was it.
Is it art? Although I suppose technically everything's art, oh, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Is it art?
Aside from it being subjective, it is on the list of one of the worst video games ever made, and I would go so far as to say the fact that it is included in the Hall of Trash is evidence enough that it is art.
Yeah.
Because so many people collectively said, that's garbage.
I wonder, like... Sorry,
in the CEX chat or whatever, every time there's like a new limited run game, we all post in there.
Mm. But that's what I mean. Like, I'd never... Before we had Cesspit, I never knew limited run games was a thing.
Yeah.
And then Slayer picks up every limited run game that has been out.
Same.
I missed, yeah.
Because it's, I mean, yep, High on Life. It's...
That didn't get a physical release?
Nope, it only through LRG.
What the fuck?
It's one of those things where, I mean, you know me, I'm a collector, hence the 13-foot shelf of games.
Yeah, these boys right here?
Yeah, and Joe's a collector. The thing with the LRG titles is Limited Run Games has been doing this for close to 2 decades now, I want to say, probably a decade and a half. And they've largely only done it with PlayStation and Nintendo. And that's because... PlayStation will let you print whatever the hell you want, and basicbe the same with Nintendo. It's like as long as you pay them any amount of money, they'll be like, yeah, sure, print discs, we don't care. Xbox has what's called standards. So Xbox says, I don't know the official numbers, but Xbox has a bottom limit of like, in order for us to give you the okay to print anything, you need to hit X number of discs. So for the longest time, LRG wouldn't touch Xbox, presumably because of that, but they partnered with them a couple years ago, and that's why these releases have started coming out, as much as I hate it. And the problem with these releases is you either pay full price when it releases, or as soon as it's out and you can't get it anymore through the distributor, 3 times the price minimum.
Yeah.
Clock Tower right now on eBay is about $100.
I don't even have my copy of Clock Tower yet. Like it's still shipping, and there's already people charging 2.5 times the price for it. It was a $40 game.
Yeah, being a collector though, and then having like shit like the LRG stuff, the limited run games thing, I just think at some stage you just have to just be like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm just not gonna do this.
Yeah. So about like Xbox, they put out maybe like 2 to 3 a month. PlayStation and Switch is like completely out of control. Like there's like 8, 10, 12 a month, and then it's like $8, $10 games or whatever. Like there's like Ratalaika or East Asia Soft games that are like $35 on disc.
Yeah, fuck that one.
$35.
Absurd. Absurd.
Trash.
Like, boss, you're more what's the fucking word I'm looking for here? You're like a better connoisseur of your video game playing, because like in TA stats wise, I hit 1 million gamer score not playing trash, and I hit my million in 2021, I think it was. And then I was like, okay, hit 1 million, 1.85 ratio, I think it was, or something. And then I was like, now all this trash that I have bought, because I like buy everything. Yeah. It doesn't matter. And I have thousands of games ready to install. I've never touched, never played, whatever. And I was like, okay, time to just have fun now. And now, like 3 years later, I'm like at 3 million. Like, I'm catching up to you. However, I could like pop my 300k right now and pass you, but I still won't even be near you on TA, because you're actually playing You're playing
everything.
normal. Yeah, you're playing everything, and you're staying away from that bottom end, whereas I completely tanked my shit as soon as I hit 1 million.
I think most people do, to be fair. Most people go down that route, like you've just explained.
Yeah.
But I try to, like, just... I don't know, like you say, just try and, like... I try to play everything. Like, I try to, like, stick to AAAs and not play too much garbage.
Yeah, you like to have, like, fun generally, because, like...
Yeah.
Once I went down that fucking rabbit hole, boss, I was like, I don't know if I can come back now, because once I started getting my leaderboard positions back and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay.
You don't want to give it up.
No, and then I'm like, here I am chasing the leaderboard stuff and all. I mean, it's still fun, but I don't know, man. It's not an addiction, but it also is very much an addiction. Like,
It could be classed as an addiction, I guess.
it
Just
definitely
become, like, depending on how serious you take it.
You just
like
to see the number go up.
Yeah, like this is.
And then when someone passes you, you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to drop loads of garbage now to get past them.
Yeah.
Get past them again.
This one person, I just gotta fucking pump stuff to get past them again. Like I was talking to a friend the other day about this, right? I'm like, boss, I know for a fact your playstyle is the exact same as this, which is cool. But like, I'm getting back into it now, which is fun. I could have fucking dropped all my shit a couple of weeks ago and hit like. I've been like 25,000 or 30,000 away from 3 million for like months now. But I dropped like 70 hours into Dragon Age 2 just for a couple of hundred extra gamer score, to finish it off. This week I dropped 75 hours into the Japanese Kingdoms of Amalur stack. Only 1,000 gamer score, and it's only like 1,600 TA or something. And I'm like,
You're playing games for fun again.
Yeah, I am having so much more fun doing this again than just fucking stacking up a bunch of these Radalaikes, East Asias, whatever. And I'm like, I'm fine not going up the leaderboards fast anymore. I'm just gonna fucking relax, have fun, back to 360 games that I missed out on and shit like that there, and it's been fucking great. I'm loving it, like.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
Put time into good games.
I've had.
But it is hard. It is hard to keep, like, if you're trying to get high on the leaderboards. It is hard to try and stay there when like you say you're putting 100 hours into a game and you're getting like less than 100 GC, and everyone around you's popping like hundreds of 10-minute games. It's like,
yeah,
it's impossible to try and keep your position sometimes.
Oh yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to pop like 50, 60k. Just so that you can.
If I could, I wouldn't play them, honestly. Well, I've got no choice if I want to try and keep a leaderboard position.
I haven't bought a Radalaika game since like February of last year.
That's an accomplishment.
You've been chilling out in Gamepass games a lot recently, though.
Yeah.
Like you put like $200 into that fucking Hell Let Loose game recently as well, and then you got, once the new DLC or the new title update came out, you were on it like R1 and got first to complete on it.
I want it done. I don't want to sit. I don't want to look at it anymore.
Yeah.
That was
like the DLC released at like 7 in the morning, and I woke up at 6:30 just like out of like a routine habit, and then like I signed into Twitter and they're like, oh, title update's up now, and I'm like, oh shit, I better go get this done or whatever. So like I messaged Aaron and I messaged David, and like Aaron he said he was working.
You know what you're describing there as an addiction, Joe, right?
Yeah. Well, no, and so, like, I woke up, and then, like, I talked to David for a little bit, and then he helped me, and then I finished it up with, like, Strive and the boost group that we did it with, or whatever, and I ended up getting first. It's super easy.
Yeah, but I'm just surprised that because, like, you are a fucking baby gamer. You're baby gaming trash, Joe. It's just fun to see you pop 200 hours into this fucking military simulator game and then be like, yeah, first to complete, boys, fucking 19,000 TAD. I'm like, yeah, good shit, Joe, good shit. And then we can just pass that TAD with Bollatron Oceans title updates.
How'd you know I was gonna pop 4,000 gamer score tonight?
Missed. I woke up there like just before we came on to do this, and I checked TA and I saw like I had like 6 fucking messages on TA, and I was like, oh man, the only time it's ever that is with title updates. And I looked at it and it was like every stack of fucking Bollatron, and I was like, I don't want to do these anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I hate I hate fucking as soon as a message comes through about a title update or whatever. This is not fun to me anymore. I would rather just go and pump 70 hours into Final Fantasy 13 or something. I'll have more fun doing that now.
Let's be honest here. You're not sick of doing it, because if you were sick of doing it, you wouldn't be popping those achievements. You'd say, nope, I'm done, and that would be the end of that.
Oh, don't worry. They're all written down on a spreadsheet. Like, come, like, in the summer of 2025, I'm just going to drop another 600k worth of stuff. Like, but until then, I'm playing like boss, all right? I'm just having fun again.
The thing that pisses me off about those, or whatever, like, today, like, I've been working on my completion percent a lot, like, lately, which has been kind of dog shit. Because, like, it used to be, like, 52%, and I've just been, like, slowly kind of grabbing at it for, like, the last couple of years, and now I'm, like, almost at 65.
It's still dog shit.
It is still dog shit, but it's better than it was. But, like, it takes me, like, 950 achievements to go up 1%.
Yeah, I think that's, like, the same with me. Is like, it's around about, like, 900 achievements or something.
Yeah.
That's how statistics work.
I think that's what you call a hole that you can't get out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, we were making fun of Voodix, because, like, I have, like, 71,000 achievements unlocked, and Voodix has, like, 67,000 achievements unlocked, but he has like 600,000 more gamer score than me, and I was like, Voodix, when you see that much of a disparage in contrast in stats, you realize that you are just playing shit, right? And he's like, no, bro, I just play whatever, you know, I just play. And I'm like, no. With those stats, you cannot say that. You have less achievements than me and 600,000 more gamer score than me, Voodix. There's a fucking... those stats do not line up, friend.
Yeah, I've been trying to like play like the games with like more achievements in them too, because like they kind of like boost you up like a little bit quicker. Like McPixel 3 was really nice.
Oh yeah, did you finish that McPixel 3?
I'm on chapter 4 now.
Who was it that fucking told me to? Oh no, I was doing that BCMX competition, like all year, and one of the things for it was playing that McPixel 3 game, and I was like, oh, this fucking game looks trash. It's yet again another pixel drawn game. This is going to be boring. Yeah. It is the most insane fun game I have ever played in my life, and it made me reminisce of the days of like being like 13, 14 and on Newgrounds and just finding like random games on Newgrounds. I loved it, man. And
it's so random.
But I didn't know it was a Devolver Digital game, so once I saw Devolver's logo at the start, I was like, yeah, this is going to be a good game then, never mind. And it was awesome!
That dude, like, he just pisses on, like, everything in that game, too.
He pisses on everything and then kicks everyone.
It's Newgrounds humor.
Yeah, it is
Farts
Newgrounds
and
humor.
Peeing on things are funny.
I think it's funny.
We know you think it's funny.
What was the game where you got an achievement for picking up poop?
Duke Nukem.
Yeah, I was about to ask Duke Nukem now.
Oh, all three of you just knew that instantly there? Okay.
You think I don't have that achievement? Come on.
Also, I used it for one of my milestones.
You used the poop achievement for one of your milestones?
Yes.
Why does that not surprise me?
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm actually kind of annoyed about my milestone thing at the minute. Like, coming up on 3 million, I was like, it's gonna have to be another Resident Evil game. Because I hit 1 million with it and I hit 2 million with it. But the thing is, my million G achievement was Master of Unlocking from Resident Evil 2.
That's a good one.
And then my 2 million G achievement was Master of Unlocking from Resident Evil 2 Z version.
Yeah.
And now now coming up to 3 million, I want the achievement to be Master of Unlocking, but I don't think there's another Resident Evil game that had the achievement name in it for that. But I know there is like random games that have it, so I don't know what to do. I'm
go with something you want to play.
Yeah, should it be a Resident Evil game though, or should it be the same achievement name?
It should be something you want to play. You shouldn't tie it to the achievement name.
No, I'm just going to drop a shitload of title updates. Fuck it, who cares? It's not special.
Blast tossed it.
Yeah.
That's right up your alley.
Oh
what?
Goodness.
Evil Within.
Evil Within?
Oh, yeah. It
has an achievement called Master of Unlocking.
There we go. And then you helped me get the Japanese DLC as well for that one, so I might doing the Japanese one.
There you go.
Fuck those games. Those games are hard, man. Those games are fucking hard.
Anything that has, like, limited supplies but unlimited enemies is so frustrating.
Yeah, Smirnov was messaging me about that Hood game a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then I noticed he was playing Evil Within, and I didn't know what thing he was doing, and I looked at it, he's doing the 360 stack first, and then I assume he's just going to move on to the Japanese one after as well, because of his playstyle at the minute is really fun. But it's... I don't know. I don't know if he has it in him to get every achievement in it, because those fucking games are hard, man. Like, they are rough.
Can I just say...
Is it a Kumo difficulty where you get one-tapped by everything? Everything one-taps you?
Yeah, It's a Kuma difficulty.
Yeah. I remember that being pretty difficult. I almost soft-locked myself when I played that first time.
Can I just say, I think that the Japanese name for that game is so much better than the Evil Within.
So much better!
Psycho Break! Come on!
I agree.
Oh, how does he have it within reach?
It's always within arm's reach.
And he has both of them! How does he always have them within arm's reach?
Yeah, is there JP versions of the Xbox One versions?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
360 has them too. The Xbox One actually has a really cool steelbook.
Wait, they're on Game Pass, so you could just play them through Game Pass, can't you?
Yeah, I bought them
theoretically.
they bought Bethesda though.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that's why they all went on Game Pass. Was they were fucking Bethesda?
Miss Boss, do you guys when you hit a big milestone, do you try to pick a funny named achievement or something like that?
Yes.
I've never actually done that, to be honest. I've just whatever. To be honest. I've never well, to be fair, there was one time, I think it was my first mill I tried to hit it dead on, and I was I wasn't really looking and focused on it. Anyways, I ended up going 5G past it. I was like, oh, whatever. And then I got to 2, I was like, oh, I'm not bothered, whatever.
Yeah, now you're just hey, it's just part and parcel of just scoring now.
Let me actually see, because I've got a log of my milestones here. I know for the 1 million, it was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on the Xbox Xbox One, and I think the achievement was just Millionaire.
Oh my god!
Fuck off! It's a big milestone. It was a big deal.
But you just using Millionaire as it is so fucking stupid, dude. Why'd you not use it in a fun game or something?
I had a lot of fun. No, because I played Who Wants to Be a Millionaire from start to finish.
No, I know, but as sat down and played it. It is a common one. I've seen people use Millionaire before and that there, and I'm like, no, just do something fun with it. Have one that's I don't know, because somebody did one recently. I can't remember who it was, but it's somebody in Cesspit, and it just says, I think the achievement for their first mill was, I think I'm going to stop now, and I was like, that's fun. That's a good one. I like that one.
2 million.
There's I think Isrit's 1 million was funny as well. It was something I don't want to do this anymore, or it was I want to stop or something like that there, and I was like, yeah, that's funny. I like that shit. But you using Millionaire for it, Mist, come on.
You're gonna be disappointed in what 2 million was. I found out what it was.
What?
I played the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader game on the re-release on Xbox One, and my 2 million gamer score achievement was graduated.
That's fucking terrible! That's terrible!
I think that's worse than the first one.
It is worse than the first one. I don't know what I was thinking. But hey, I'm gonna have a chance to redeem myself in roughly 400,000 gamer score.
I'm gonna change the vibe. I'm gonna just you ruined it for all of us. For a million, in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I picked Above Average Joe.
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
Thank you. And for 2 million, I did it with Stray, and I got the achievement Productive Day.
That's also a good one.
That's pretty good.
And it's for taking a nap, so I literally got to the point that I needed to, and then just let the cat sit for a half hour.
Yeah, that's way better than Mist's garbage fucking achievements.
In my defense, both of those were streamed things, so I had to be playing something that was entertaining and not just sitting there for 30 minutes watching a cat sleep.
Both of mine were streamed. Both of mine were streamed. It was Resident Evil 2. Fuck me, bro.
You're right, but I don't have the gaming acumen to play Resident Evil.
Oh, dude, man, every like few weeks I just go back and like run speedruns of RE2. Man, what
you are a
fucking
monster.
Game. But like I'll have the guys around to the house or whatever. Like we were up there, not last week but the week before, and we just put on Resident Evil 2 Remake while we were all drunk, and I was like still fucking doing the speedrun perfectly, like still remembering the fucking codes and shit, and I was like, yeah, fucking aced it. I just love that game, and I like just knowing that there is a game that I have on fucking lock in my head that I can just play at any time, anywhere, on the hardest difficulty, you know. I don't know. I just like survival horror games, I think, to be honest, though.
So, I want to break things up a bit here, and I do want to get to one of the topics that we talked about, just because I know we are on a timer for this episode, which is different than the other ones.
Yeah, I can't be off topic too much.
So let's just take care of Noth's Misinformation, Mayhem, and Joeography, because I came up with these and I want them to be on the podcast. So, Boss, I know you were watching the older podcast, so you might be familiar with this. Yep. Our friend Noth here is very privy to spreading misinformation, does not question anything anyone tells him, and then repeats it endlessly. He is part of the problem. And so we designed a game initially around the idea of educating Noth and telling him real information, but then we realized it backfired when he would just repeat the things that were intentionally incorrect.
It's been bad. It's been bad because I don't think my brain understands how to filter things correctly.
So I have in front of me 4 statements, one of which is correct and actually true, 3 of which are complete bullshit. It is up to you without Googling or anything. You have to use any kind of previous knowledge that you have or just your gut feeling and tell me which of these, after I've read all 4 of them, is the correct one. I have shared these with no one. Every one of you is on an equal playing field. So here, we will start with statement number 1. Santa Claus is based on a real person, Saint Nicholas of Myra. He is the patron saint of banking, pawnbroking, sailing, orphans, and New York City. Statement number 2. While Rudolph's nose can glow, the story of everyone's favorite reindeer does have a bit of truth to it. Reindeer have been observed with a rare physical mutation which causes the velvet on their snouts to turn red as they age. Number 3. All snowflakes are not unique. This misinformation is fed to millions of children every year, despite the fact that only roughly 1,200 different designs have ever been documented. And then finally, number 4, fake Christmas trees, i.e. the ones made of plastic and paper, are so harmful to the environment that to offset the amount of carbon needed to produce one, you need to own yours for a minimum of 64 years, just to go carbon neutral. So, if you need me to repeat any of those...
Christmas tree.
It's not the...
You all sound terrible, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah.
You need to pick the one that is true, that is actually factual. The rest is misinformation.
It's not the fucking... Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one anyway, because I'm pretty sure it's only their antlers that are velvet, and they shed their antlers.
Do they?
Yeah, and I think this is something I only found out recently. Oh, fuck, this might actually be one of those things. Now I'm just thinking about it. Because somebody told me recently that they shake their heads at, like, the end of the year and their antlers fall off.
There are a number of animals that have antlers that they shed, yes?
I don't know, it could be...
Are reindeer even real animals?
Say again?
What? Are reindeer even real animals?
Yes.
Reindeer's a real animal. What the fuck kind of question is that?
Joe's over here trying to spread misinformation.
Yeah. Don't do that to me. Yeah, because don't do that to me, man, because then I'll be like at fucking Christmas dinner getting drunk. I'll be like, did you guys know the reindeer's not a real animal?
Oh, that is... I want Noth to be, like, drunk and upset in the Discord, like, you fuckers lied to me. I told my grandparents that reindeers weren't real, and all they said was, oh, dear.
He's been drinking again.
I'm doing Christmas tree.
You're going to go with the Christmas trees being the real, accurate, factual information.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Joe says the fake Christmas tree carbon offset one is correct. Noth?
I'm gonna go with Santa Claus being real, but I'm almost positive Santa Claus is based off of like a really old German folklore
I feel like it's like Coca-Cola lore.
It's actually Coca-Cola advertising.
But saying he's the patron saint of New York has fucked me up really bad, because that just seems... I feel like he's been around longer than America.
And, Boss, which of the four are you going to go with? Which one
I have
is
no idea,
true?
but I'd go for 4.
With the Christmas
tree one.
trees?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, believe it or not, for the first time in the podcast history, Noth is right.
Oh.
It's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is the patron saint of banking, pawnbroking, sailing, orphans, in New York City.
Orphans and New York is such a specific thing to be the patron saint of.
Noth, I don't know if you... So, here's the thing. I know you're confused, and I know time is a very difficult thing for you. You can be a patron saint, and then they can make you the patron saint of more stuff as time goes on.
Oh, okay. Fuck yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
So you're right. Santa Claus has been around longer than New York City. There's a reason New York City's the last one on the list.
Oh, okay. Right. I just feel like being the patron saint of like things like banking, like pawnbroking, and then orphans just seems a bit fucking weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
get that one whatsoever.
Oh, you can't pay your bank loans in time. Give me your children. Give me those orphans.
That's why it's both banking and orphans.
Yeah, what was that Bioshock Infinite thing? Give us the girl, wipe away the debt. Just go give it to us.
All right, and we'll move on to...
Yes, we got a good old Big Daddy right here.
Oh, yeah, there you go. We'll
Why
move
the
on
fuck
to...
do you have the Grinch?
Okay, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, never mind. You know what? Fuck me, I guess.
Did you not catch that all of the misinformation questions were Christmas themed?
Oh, my God!
I didn't even pick that up, I'm not going to lie.
Boss,
Santa,
give it to me, I
Rudolph,
don't even know.
snowflakes, and Christmas
I didn't pick
trees.
that up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel stupid.
boss, you need to come on more episodes now, because me and you can offset these two.
All right, we're going to move on to a new segment that I came up with called Joeography. The name was not me. I believe that was either Noth or Joe. Much in the way that Noth's Misinformation Mayhem is about misinformation, there's only... well, actually, this is more of a multiple choice, multiple correct answer question here. I'm going to ask the three of you a question about the world at large, and it has to do with geographical topics, so countries, continents, islands.
It's about to be someplace in Africa that we can't fucking spell.
No, as a matter of fact, this question is quite close to home to two of the people on this podcast. The question is, name at least one region or country attempted to be colonized by the Scottish. Yeah.
Scotland tried to colonize?
Scotland tried to colonize.
What the fuck?
Yep. So, we know about the big ones. We know about the Dutch and the English and the French and most of Europe. Scotland tried to strike out on their own and create Scottish colonies. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out. But they did make multiple attempts, and I will give you a time frame. Anywhere between 1600 and 1750, there were multiple attempts by Scotland to create a Scottish colony.
But can you read the question again?
Name at least one region of the world or country, modern country, just so we know what area you're talking about, that was attempted to be colonized by Scotland.
Belarus.
What?
Belarus?
Do you
Belarus?
Do you mean Belarus?
Yeah, whatever.
Holy shit, Joe! What is wrong with you?
You're making it sound like a Sony TV model.
Yeah,
That's a Bravia, sir.
Belarus. You said Belarus.
Belarus.
Belarus sounds like a planet in a futuristic sci-fi movie.
So Joe's response is for one
Belarus.
European country to attempt to colonize another European country.
Yeah.
Interesting strategy, but okay, we'll see if it works out.
I mean, England pushed all the way, or like Greek and Italy, or whatever, or Greek and Rome pushed all around Italy, or Europe, I mean.
Greek the country.
Greece.
Good-
I think Geography was a good fucking name for this section.
Now here's a question. I'm sorry, you're claiming that Greece and Italy attempted, because it's not Rome. Rome is a city in Italy. Greece and Italy attempted to colonize Europe?
I mean, kind of did.
No, the Romans did.
They took the shit over.
The Romans did. Yes. But that's back when Italy wasn't a country. It was when they were a collection of nation states.
I'm gonna say it's gonna have to be somewhere close to Scotland. If it's between 1600...
They didn't go far.
Iceland, yeah. I'm gonna say it's something. I'm gonna say like Sweden.
Iceland. Okay, boss, do you have any guesses?
I have no clue. I'm not gonna lie.
Since you're the guest, I'm gonna give you a hint now that the other two have locked in their answers.
Okay.
Neither of them are even remotely correct.
Oh, god damn it.
The hint is not anywhere near where these two have answered.
One more.
I'm gonna say France, maybe.
Scotland attempted to colonize France.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us might have did well in geography or history at school. I'm gonna just put that one out there.
So, boss, hang on. I want to run this back for a second. Boss, I told you that these two weren't even close geographically, and you answered closer than both of them.
Well.
No. So, like, you have... Noth, what was your answer?
Mine was Belarus.
No, that was Joe's.
No, I said Sweden because I assume, like,
Okay.
Vikings.
Okay. I don't want to just say you're all wrong. We're going to do this again, all right?
Is it going to be like the faraway islands or something?
Madagascar.
Scotland attempted 7 times to colonize.
The same place?
No, all of them different places.
Oh, all of them different places?
All of them
Fuck.
different locations. And absolutely 0 of them were in Europe.
What?
None of them were in Europe.
Oh, that's actually kind of fucked me up a little bit.
Hold on. Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, that's a good answer. That was definitely a target of colonization.
Dude, isn't there the fucking place in Canada that all speak like Irish and Scottish? Is it Newfoundland? Newfoundland.
Is that what?
There's like a
Because I
bunch
know
of islands.
There's the French one, like Quebec.
Yeah, I was gonna say Quebec is mostly French.
Yeah, no, there's like a bunch of part of it which is all like Irish speaking. Like everybody's name is like Anthony McLaughlin, like, because they've all got like Irish names and shit.
Much of the population is descended from English and Irish settlers, with the majority immigrating from the 17th to the 1900th. Interesting. Apparently, I control F'd the word Irish to try and find information in the Newfoundland Wikipedia page, and it brought me to the section titled British Colony, the United Irish Conspiracy.
Fuck me.
Okay, so yeah, apparently there seems to be a pretty not insignificant amount of Irish descendants in Newfoundland. So is that...
Right. Go, tell us what the Scottish thing is then. I want to know this now.
Well, hang on, because Boss still hasn't given me his second answer. Is not in Europe.
Not in Europe.
I have no idea. I think where?
Say again?
I'm trying to think where. Like, where would Scotland try and take over? Like,
Yeah, this is actually kind of fucking me up a little bit.
I will give you another hint now that the other two have locked in their answers.
just make it look even worse. Yeah.
Think about historically where colonization has taken place.
That doesn't really help me. I'm not gonna lie.
Australia.
Actually, that's quite a good guess to be fair. Australia.
Shot in the dark. One of them have one of the countries that is on this list multiple times and is not one you'd figure.
Cuba.
Did you pronounce it Cuba?
He's fucking with us intentionally at this point.
Yeah.
Cuba.
Okay, we'll lock in Cuba. So we have Canada, specifically like
Newfoundland.
Trinidad and Tobago, and Cuba.
Long Island.
Unfortunately, none of those answers are correct.
Not surprised.
However, I'm going to have to... Actually, you know what? You guys are in the neighborhood. I'm going to say you're in the neighborhood of the correct answers. So you're not... Honestly, you're not far off. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking, saying that they were trying to colonize other parts of Europe. Europe was the colonizers!
Oh shit, yeah, duh.
Most European nations had colonies. What are you talking about? What you think... You think Sweden's gonna roll over and go, oh damn it, here come the
This is why we all play
Scots.
games, miss. This is why we all play fucking video games, alright?
Okay, but you can pick up geographical information from video games. Half of the Assassin's Creed games take place in other countries.
No one cool plays the Assassin's Creed games.
Okay, that's fair. I am very uncool.
Yes. You and Aaron constantly, you fucking Assassin's Creed games are awesome, dude. No, they're not. They're fucking garbage.
Have you considered that maybe you're just bad at them?
They're the same thing over and over again.
All right, so the answer...
Oh,
I
yeah,
have to agree.
sandbagging.
The answers, in order, I'm not going to read the years, but I'm going to start with the earliest attempt and end with the final attempt. Noth, you got kind of close. Nova Scotia.
Oh, fuck.
Nova Scotia was originally the first attempt by Scotland, which, now that I'm thinking about
Scotia,
it... Nova Scotia, New Scotland.
New Scotland. Yeah. Oh my god, bro, come on. It was right there.
It was right there. It's in the name. Let me see. I don't know where this next place is off the top of my head. Cape Breton Island, which is also in Nova Scotia.
Okay.
So Nova Scotia in general, and then 4 years later they tried, okay, maybe here.
Yeah, a smaller island. We'll do an island first.
The third attempt was East New Jersey. Yes, the U.S. state. I would like to point out that most of these attempts, I did a little bit of light reading on them. Most of these attempts were not Scotland by themselves attempting. England usually also just went, here, try this.
Yeah. Like the big brother egging you on.
Basically,
go on,
yeah.
Do it.
And then Carolina, aka the Carolinian states of the United States, that general area.
Oh yeah.
Specifically Stewartstown. I did not look that up. I don't know where that is. And then they figured, you know what? Canada's not working. The U.S. didn't work. Fuck it. Panama. The Isthmus of Panama was their second to last attempt.
Oh yeah, fuck it. We can't do America. Let's take Panama.
And that failed too, so they went back and tried Georgia, the state of Georgia, that general area.
Why did they have such a hard on for the American states? That's
I mean, again, England.
Oh yeah.
We're the spin-off. We're the sister TV show to you guys.
Here, talking about like fucking random U.S. places, I found out something the other day. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a fucking lie now. What do you say?
Don't worry, I'm at the ready.
I think the place is called Roanoke.
Hey there, everyone. Editor Sleep Complete here. Just wanted to jump in real quick and put in a little bit of a side note. We are about to have a thrilling discussion about the colony of Roanoke and the early American settlers, and really just truly groundbreaking stuff. And I just wanted to say that it's all entirely wrong. Yeah, literally as I left my office after recording this, my wonderful fiance said, hey, wasn't Roanoke the word that was carved into the tree near the settlement? And I said, was it? And then I looked it up, and yeah, I was wrong, Noth was wrong, Joe was wrong, pretty much everyone except Boss, I think, was wrong. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it in just for posterity's sake. But yeah, this is all misinformation for the most part. Please look it up. There's a lot more smarter people than us that talk about this. So yeah, thanks. Bye. Roanoke.
Roanoke?
In Virginia?
Did they have settlers there? Like, you know the ones in like the hoods and stuff, the Quakers, those kind of guys? The burned witches and shit?
I mean, that was most colonial America, yeah.
All right, colonial. That was the word I'm looking for. Like the colonial dudes, right? Was Roanoke the place where they had like 200 people in it, and then another?
Yes.
About
Jamestown?
Another place came over there, and then all of a sudden the 200 people were just gone, and there was nothing left in the town, but everyone's belongings.
Yeah, I think it's Roanoke. So you are correct, but also incorrect.
Ah, fuck.
The settlement was called Jamestown, like Joe said. And what happened was the ships showed up, offloaded all the people and all the supplies, and then just headed back to the UK to get more people and supplies. And by the time they could make it back to Jamestown, they showed up and everyone was gone. There was like no evidence of a fight. There was no evidence of like foul play. It was a ghost town. There was not a single person left from the initial group of settlers. And the only thing that really survived that gave any kind of clue is carved into a tree just outside of Jamestown was the word Roanoke, which I believe is Native American in its origin.
I was technically
yes,
right.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Roanoke is now a city in Virginia. So,
okay.
Like it is an actual modern place. I know that. So before, I'm gonna assume you were listening to some sort of like unsolved mysteries thing. They went and
sorry?
I know you're probably what?
Yeah, your mic cut out there.
Oh,
Your mic's going out.
Sorry about that. Am I good now?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you were probably
Me and
listening.
Boss with the double at the same time.
I know you were probably listening to some like unsolved mysteries because that's largely what it pops up on.
Yeah.
We know what happened to them. They went to go live with the Native Americans. The winter was harsh, and a lot of them did not survive, and so they went to go live with the Native Americans so that they didn't die.
Yeah, your mic's cutting again there.
What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Just unplug it, plug it back in.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah, but like, how do we know that they went and lived with the Native Americans? Because wasn't there like no... Because surely there would be a paper trail of like people's names, like the colonists' names.
It's like the 1600s. Do you think they had paper there?
Okay, well then that's my point though. How would they know that this town, Jamestown, went and lived with like a bunch of Native Americans? The natives? Because there's no paper trail.
Okay, what the heck just happened? Sorry, with it being winter, it gets really, the air gets dry, which means static electricity is running rampant and messing with my electronics.
We're getting fucking pounded with a storm at the minute, man. Like real bad.
Same here.
Yeah, because it started. I think it hit us at around about 3 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. And then we were looking at it on the weather tracking thing, and then I noticed it going over towards England. So did it start hitting you around about 6 or 7, boss?
About a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, it was really bad, man. Like our windows were shaking with the wind. Our like a local Christmas market here in the city center, they closed it down. Like it's been really bad today. There's an amber warning in effect for us. It's a big fucking storm.
Mist, you would definitely be a gatherer in our village.
Sure.
Me, Boss, and Joe would be hunters, but you'd be a gatherer.
I'm okay with that.
You'd be in the house waiting for me and Boss and Joe to get back.
Sure.
Yeah. Show us those berries, Mist.
Good lord.
We're the man. We're out hunting mammoths. You're staying in the town looking at berries. This one's definitely poisonous.
Well, oh come on! I'm not gonna identify it by saying, be like, he ate one and died, so no more of these.
Hork eat this one and Hork die later. I'm right about this. Don't stand by that. Fuck you.
No, I genuinely don't know if that's accurate. I'm trying not to spread misinformation.
That's 100% accurate. I'm right about this. Fuck you.
But I'm actually looking because the website that has this chart, it goes pretty far back, all the way to Ardipithecus ramidus, which is...
What is this rabbit hole, bro?
I don't know.
Get off the site!
This is the kind of stuff that I'm awake at 2 a.m. reading.
This is all because Joe is saying that fucking Jamestown went and fucking died with Native Americans and their skulls were the wrong size, and you're like, fucking action,
I like how it's
bro.
not different, it's the wrong size. Like, oh, this guy's Minecraft Steve over here.
Yeah, look at this fucking cube head over here. Put him over there in the Roanoke pile, motherfucker.
Someone help!
Like,
This guy's skull's a pentagon.
a plane did not hit that skull.
Oh my god. Alright, moving on.
Oh yeah, okay.
Moving on. I don't like the direction this conversation's going. The other thing that I wanted to bring up here that Joe pointed out was it is getting to the end of the year, and we have Game of the Year nominations. This is, I don't know about you guys, but in my opinion, probably one of the weakest years that we've had for nominees.
What the
Definitely.
fuck are you talking? What? We had stuff like Black Myth Wukong, Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2 is not nominated. I'm talking about...
Oh, you're talking about the actual nomination.
Yeah, I'm talking...
Okay.
Sorry, to clarify, I'm talking about the Game Awards, the ones that are like the
okay.
industry awards.
All right.
I mean, we're probably not going to go into every single one because they have like categories like, oh, best esports streamer, and it's like, I don't care who that is.
Dr. Disrespect. Oh, no.
Definitely not nominated. The 6 Game of the Year award nominees that we have are Astrobot, which is Sony's attempt at Mario Odyssey.
That feels like a weird addition to that. I saw that.
Balatro.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it other than it's a poker game.
It's a card-based game, but it's like... Yeah, I don't know. It's sort of hard to
Do
explain.
you know the story behind that?
It's one guy.
Yeah.
One guy who made it to play with his friends.
Yeah.
Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor Refantasio, and
Fantasio.
the most controversial one, the Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC for Elden Ring.
I don't like that.
That shouldn't have been on.
So
We should have a section for DLCs.
yeah, honestly, I don't know why there isn't a DLC of the year because I mean, so much of it comes out.
There is a
The content
DLC
of the
category, though.
There is a DLC
Yeah.
one?
There is a DLC category.
Did you assume it would be in that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, which is why everybody was kicking up a fuss about this, because they said that the DLC shouldn't have been in the Game of the Year thing. It should have just stayed in the DLC category.
I'm not seeing a DLC one.
There definitely is, because I saw the thing on Twitter about it, and I seen some of the things on it, and people were like, why was the rules changed for Game of the Year to add a DLC one when there's already a DLC category? Maybe that's just me being misinformed by a fucking Photoshop or something. I don't know.
If you can link it to me, I can look into it, but I'm looking at the official website and they have all the categories. There's no mention of DLC.
I mean, Final Fantasy should win that. Don't ask Voodix though, because Voodix fucking loves that
Metaphor Refantasio.
Yeah, he won't shut the fuck up about it. And I'm like, Voodix, I don't know what the fuck it is, and every time you try to explain it to me, it sounds weirder and weirder.
Yeah, it's made by the Persona devs.
Oh, well then that explains why fucking Voodix likes it for.
So, I mean, full disclosure, I've played none of these games.
No, I played
Rebirth. Rebirth's fucking just one of the best games ever made. Those two Final Fantasy remakes are just... They're the epitome of how you do remakes well. Like, I think Resident Evil 2 Remake and then Final Fantasy 7 Remake are like the two... They're up there for how to do a remake. Balatro, I keep seeing people talk about Balatro, and it's like...
What's that?
Resident Evil 4?
Oh, remake.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 2...
yeah, I'd put 4 above 2, like, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah. 4 remake above 2 remake, yeah.
Oof.
4's like the iconic Resident Evil
If you
game.
include Separate Ways as well in the whole content thing, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you take out Separate Ways, then I'd probably put 2 just above it.
Yeah, I can see why people would say 4, like, it's not like a, oh my god, how could you say that sort of thing. It's more like, oh, really? But, yeah. But, like, Capcom hit it out the park with, like, remakes. It's actually kind of insane how they keep batting 100 with the fucking remakes.
Still
like,
waiting on Resident Evil. Still waiting on 5. Where's 5?
We don't need it.
We
need
it.
As a remake, I think, even though I think 3 is a quality game, I think 3 is the worst remake.
Oh god, yeah, it is, because
there's so much good content. It's insane.
I
don't you guys worry. They're gonna make the best one. 5.
5 is not the best one.
5 is by far the best one.
Games. That's why it's definitely one of my favorite games. Resident Evil 5.
It's Michael Bay directs a Resident Evil game. I love it.
Don't get me wrong. The game is fucking fun, but it's only fun if you have a co-op partner.
Yeah.
I feel like the game doesn't stand well.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I feel like the game doesn't stand well if you're playing it solo, which is
professional with Sheva.
yeah. Sheva.
No matter times I've cursed at her.
I mean,
my issue with 5 is that, like, when it came out, it was like the last possible time that like plant your feet and aim and shoot control scheme worked.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hoping they get rid of it in the remake. Like, make it so that we can move and shoot. That's literally the biggest thing that's, like, the huge pain.
I think they would do that. I can't see them going back to that stop shoot.
Yeah, there's no way.
It's not modern at all.
I played 5, and then, like when I tried to play, like, the remake of it or whatever, I hated it.
So we're getting a little bit off track here. We're diving right back into the Resident Evil rabbit hole that Noth likes to take us down.
Yeah. By the way, boss, I just want to say thank you for also being on my side here with Resident Evil 3 Remake is the worst remake. Still a good game, but they had no need to cut half of the fucking content from the remake.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely no reason to do that.
I think anyone that's big on Resident Evil would probably agree with that.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3 is the worst remake.
So,
and you could finish all achievements in 2.5 hours, I think was my fastest time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because you could just buy the infinite rocket launcher from the get-go and then just start it on Inferno mode.
Yep.
I remember someone on I remember watching a streamer do that. He did it on Steam, got all the achievements in less than 2 hours and got a refund.
Trance? It was Trance.
Is that what it was? Yeah, I knew it was one of the Resident Evil guys that did it.
So
like, oh well.
Sorry, we'll go back to Game of the Year. Go back to Game of the Year.
Let's go back to Game of the Year. So of the 6, I guess we'll just go around the room here and say who we want to win and who we think is going to win. So, Joe.
Who I want to win is anything but the DLC. Who I don't want to win is the DLC.
No, it's who you want to win. Okay, so who you want to win and who you think is going to win.
Yeah.
So in other words, you want any of the 5 and the 1, and you think it's going to be the 1.
Yeah, no, because I think adding the DLC to that category is really bad behavior.
Yeah. I am going to say I want to see Metaphor ReFantazio win, but I think Elden Ring's going to win.
Yeah. What about you, boss?
Well, based on the fact that I've never played any of them and I've only seen bits of both of them, I would say I'd want Final Fantasy to win, and I'd probably say Wukong might win. That'd be my vote.
Yeah, see,
So,
I'm on the exact same
Wukong.
thing as I'm on the fence there about what's going to win. It's going to be Black Myth or it's going to be the DLC, but I would like to see Final Fantasy win it.
I'm okay with Wukong winning it or whatever, just because it's like a kind of like an unexplored like area for game development.
Yep.
Yeah, and what's the company that made Black Myth Wukong? They're a Chinese front company,
Yeah.
like, aren't they?
Yeah.
And like the game,
They
everything
make
I've
a
seen.
bunch of phone games, and like this is their first crack at a AAA.
Game Science Studio.
Game Science. And the thing about it is, like, don't get me wrong, Elden Ring is a beautiful looking game, whatever, but Black Myth Wukong is legitimately one of the most beautiful fucking games I have ever seen. Like, everything about it is amazing. And I love Chinese mythology lore. I think it's not done too much with video games.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
I think as far as we get with Chinese mythology, like we get Greek lore, we get Roman lore in games all the time, you know, and
all the time.
and that's cool too.
We even get like Japanese lore a lot.
Yeah. And the only time I ever see Chinese lore and stuff, and this is a shame, like, is in Smite. That's the only place I really see Chinese lore.
We got Enslaved too, like a long time ago.
Yeah, Enslaved.
Odyssey to the West.
Yeah, that one.
Is it Chinese lore game?
Wukong and Enslaved are based off of the same
Oh,
story.
Journey
it's based off
to
of
the West.
Monkey King. Oh, okay.
Journey to the West.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because he uses a staff in it and all as well, doesn't he?
Also, Noth, you were correct. Game Science Studio made 2 phone games, 100 Heroes and Art of War Red Tides, and then 8 years after that, they put out Black Myth Wukong.
That's
such a leap.
Yeah. 2 mobile games and then to a Game of the Year contender is actually kind of crazy.
I will say, my underdog, the one that I probably want to see the most, just because I think it would be the funniest thing ever, is Balatro.
Oh, yeah.
If Balatro, which is just a one dude who made a game to play with his friends, and it goes from this tiny, tiny little phone game all the way to Game of the Year in record time, like, all the big AAA companies may as well just fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, our billions of dollars in this industry lost to one guy with a script writer.
Yeah, one shitty laptop.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
He posted a photo. He was at the, what do you call that, the Joystick Awards?
Yep, Golden Joysticks.
Yeah, Golden Joysticks. He was at that, and he posted a picture of, like, his table that he was at with all his friends and a couple of the other people that were there. And in front of him, I think he won, like, 4 or 5 Golden Joysticks. They were just sitting at the table in front of him, so he did pick up some fucking good awards, like...
He is set for life because of Balatro.
Oh,
if he plays his card, like, if he's plays his cards close to his chest. Yeah, if he plays his cards close to his chest, he's never going to have to work a day in his life for the rest of his life because of Balatro.
It's funny whenever you see, like you said there, like we spent like millions on the game or whatever, and it's like, look at Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
Like,
even Spider-Man fans were like, yeah, this is just okay.
Yeah, it's just okay. And it cost $300 million to make. It is one of the most expensive games ever made, and it cost $250 million for the advertisement campaigns. Which means that game cost fucking $500 million, and then it just barely broke even recently. That's fucking crazy.
Well, the license on that thing is expensive as shit too.
Yeah.
Sony has to keep making Spider-Man games if they want to keep the Spider-Man game license.
Oh my god, what was the... Oh, fuck. What was the thing where somebody had a license to a game, or somebody had a license to the game, and to keep it, they had to bring out some shitty game, and they released, like, the worst game ever, but it actually renewed their license?
That's every game that's under that stipulation.
Was it fucking Friday the 13th? Was it the Friday the 13th SNES game? It was something like they were gonna lose the license or something, so then they just made the fucking NES game to like keep the license for another like 2 years.
LJN?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is like, I mean, it's an LJN game, which already tells you that it's gonna be terrible, but
the worst company ever. I'm pretty sure EA is fucking taking that mantle from LJN, to be fair.
I mean, it's they're from the retro era where it's like if LJN is on the box, you know it's trash.
Yeah, that fucking rainbow logo.
Yeah. I don't see... Oh, wait, hang on a second. It was developed by Atlas? The
Yes!
Persona people? What?
Which game?
The Friday the 13th SNES game.
Ooh.
But I never realized this before I started working in like the video game industry as QA tester and all. I never like really knew about this sort of stuff. But then after I like got involved with it, I found out that licensing shit happens all the time. So like a company will have the license for a thing, and then they'll just make something trash that they probably know they'll lose money on in the long run. But it renews their license because they're doing something with the license.
That's why Sony still has Marvel. Disney has done everything in their power to claw that license back, but legally Sony owns Spider-Man.
And then what was the other thing? DC... Is it DC have the trademark and the license for Mutant? Or no, Superhero.
Do they?
Yeah, they own the thing that you think of Marvel for, DC owns it. Which I always think is like really funny because people just assume that Marvel is the big dog and DC's the underdog, but it's like no, they own the license for that term. Is it Superhero?
No, it's both of them. It's Marvel and DC. Split evenly.
Oh, is it?
Any company wishing to use any variation of superhero in their works, mainly comic book, graphic novel, and related areas, must get permission from Marvel and DC. This is why productions and comics like The Boys never refer to those with superpowers as superheroes.
Oh, yeah, because they just call them soups.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, this comes... Wait a minute, no, is this... You cannot tell me it's because Ireland fixed the problem.
What? Don't blame us.
No. This is a good thing.
Oh, phew. Anytime somebody says Ireland and problem, I just assume we caused it.
I said fixed the problem.
Yeah, no, but I heard problem first. That was that was the issue.
Let me see here. I'm not seeing the exact wording.
It's like when an English person asks me where I'm from, I go...
An Irish court has now ruled that the superhero trademark can no longer be copywritten. As of October 1st, 2024, Ireland's pushing legislation to de-copyright superhero?
Well, because it feels like such a fucking vast catch-all term, though. I feel
that was their argument. That was their argument, was basically it's a catch-all term, it shouldn't be copyrightable.
Yeah, because
and the court was like, yeah. I'm kind of amazed because it's like, you guys don't really have anything else more pressing going on? You're busy solving international copyright issues?
Listen, we're just a bunch of little chill guys over here, alright?
Yeah, a bunch of chill guys with your haters.
Yeah, we don't really do much in like the worldwide terms of things, so we may as well, help some superhero legislation out.
So to briefly return to the Game Awards, because there's two other categories that I'd like us to cover. Only covering Game of the Year is something regular podcasts do. We're gonna differentiate ourselves by going over two more. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to do like specific genres.
Underrated.
What?
Underrated of the year.
Don't tell me that's a thing.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
I wanted to go over most anticipated game, which always comes across as like the dumbest. It's like, what game that isn't out yet are you most excited about?
Dude, isn't fucking GTA 6 on that fucking thing?
It is. So
That's
If it
GTA,
is on there, it's that, innit? It's got
it's gonna be GTA 6.
GTA 6 is going to win an award before it's even out.
Yeah.
Well, mine is.
Dude, but that's the thing though, GTA 6 on the most anticipated game award. What the fuck do you think is gonna win there, like?
Its competition is Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, which that's the official title, by the way. Kojima couldn't come up with a better title other than On the Beach.
Hold on, Red Mist, I like you, but you see if you continue this fucking slander against the God King Kojima, I will kill you.
I didn't say anything negative about him other than I feel like On the Beach is kind of a mid-title.
I didn't like your tone.
Oh,
He is a genius.
There you go.
Why do you own that? Why do you own the big box of fucking... Oh, the big box? Big boss? Anybody? Fuck all of you.
So it's Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, which is the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, which, let's be honest here, that's never coming out. And then Monster Hunter Wilds.
Monster Hunter Wilds is the only thing that could compete with...
And that's a competition for GTA 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not even on there.
So we're all in agreement GTA 6 is going to take this.
I think
Yeah.
that's pretty obvious, to be honest.
That's fucking
Excluding GTA 6, who wins this?
ridiculous.
I'm going to say
Monster
Ghost of
Hunter.
Yote.
Yeah,
Yotai?
I'd probably say Monster Hunter.
Ooh. Yeah, I suppose Tsushima did numbers, like, didn't it?
I think Tsushima did better than Death Stranding.
That doesn't surprise me though, because like again, did you see all the ad campaign and shit for Death Stranding? Like it was the weirdest thing ever. But that's why I wanted to play it.
They sold you a baby in the collector's edition.
Yeah, dude, I wanted that baby.
The collector's edition has a literal fetus in a backpack.
Yeah, it's a little baby.
By the way,
That's the coolest collector's edition ever.
By the way, that's going to be the opening card. They sold you a baby in the collector's. Yeah, I want that baby. Oh my goodness.
I feel like Death Stranding is too niche for that. Like, yeah, it is anticipated, but it's only anticipated between like certain groups of people. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I feel like Monster Hunter is more worldwide, and particularly the fucking Japanese. Like the Japanese alone, they'll look at Monster Hunter being on a list and they'll just go, that's what we're getting.
It used to not be as worldwide. I think when it finally came to Xbox, it gained a majority of its Western audience.
Yeah, that game's like fucking $300 now and you can't even play it. You can't go past the main menu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you
can't
for
go past
telling
the
me.
main menu on it anymore.
Well, I mean, on top of that, I think it also flags your account with Microsoft if you play that and connect to the internet.
Yeah, because it was locked to Japan.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I was told by someone, I don't know how accurate this information is. It's not misinformation. But someone who is someone who's familiar with video games informed me that if you put that disc into an Xbox and are connected to the internet and try to play it, insta-ban. Insta-ban.
Well, that's not true. That's just not true, Mist.
I haven't put it in an Xbox because of that. I'm like, I don't want any issues here.
No, that's not true, Mist. Whoever told you that is fucking lying, bro.
Thank you for clarifying.
We're going to go to TA, and we're going to see who on the list has played it. What's it called again? Monster Hunter...
Monster Hunter G Frontier?
Frontier G.
Frontier
Joe's
G.
played it.
I have not played it. I just bought it. You can get a copy for $15 if you want it for yourself, though.
I'm talking about that fucking. It's like the big green cover one that was like released only in Japan. Like you can't. It's cost a shitload now.
Wow. Not a single person on my friends list has played this.
Well, yeah, because I think it came out relatively early in the 360 life cycle though. So like people weren't really buying.
Yeah, 2010. That's probably like middle of the life cycle.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it was still during a time where they were selling DLC packs on disc. Because there's like half a dozen discs that are just DLC for Frontier G.
I know you can get flagged for that Blue Protocol game.
Yep.
Which is interesting. If you're using a VPN and you like log into that game and they find out, they'll just ban you.
I see people playing it all the time. Like I think, what was it? One of the Discords I'm in figured out a way to play it via VPN.
Yeah,
and
but you
I'm
can
just
only do
like,
it for like 10 hours at a time or something.
I gotta sign up for a VPN. I gotta play it only during certain periods of the day.
Yep.
Only for certain amounts. Like, no, that's so much work, dude.
If you play longer than like 10 hours a week and you're like VPN'd in, your account will get flagged and they'll just auto ban your IP. Like it's like, what the fuck?
That's so much work for honestly a game that I don't think is that good.
And they're not gonna release it now. Like,
it's a beta. It's not even a full game. It's a closed beta is what it is.
It was a closed beta for Japan, and then people started playing it, and then people started getting like banned from it and stuff, and they were like, oh no, we're gonna get banned for whenever the game fully releases, because they had like a 2025 release date. And then a couple of weeks ago, they were like, oh yeah, we're closing the game down, we're not gonna actually release it anymore. So now there's just gonna be a couple of people that have got this game finished that you can never play. Although I suppose you can say the same for like a Final Fantasy 11.
Yep.
But I
Frontier G.
Frontier G. But I mean, like at least 11 you could buy anywhere and play anywhere. It wasn't fucking locked to Japan.
But let me see here. So the final category that I wanted to cover, which apparently the tab just decided to die, is Content Creator of the Year, because at least 2 people on this call are content creators. Right, Noth?
Oh, is that?
Nope.
At least 2 people.
Chick with the Tourette's.
What?
Give it to the chick with the Tourette's.
Sweet Lily?
I don't know her name.
Sweet Anita, dickhead.
Or Sweet
Yes.
Anita, thank you. What Lily am I thinking of?
Yeah, what Lily Pichu?
Oh, I was watching Wubby. It's Shy Lily. Wubby is a big fan of Shy Lily.
Do you actually watch content creators? Do you watch streamers?
The only streamer that I really regularly watch is Pay Money Wubby, and that's because he's fucking hilarious.
So I'm gonna need you to confess your sins.
Yeah.
Pay Money Wubby, that's the only one.
I bet you come home after work and go, oh yeah, my new favorite content creator is streaming today. I'm going to get my Doritos and my Mountain Dew.
The vast majority of...
Yeah, he didn't fucking answer that. Did you see that?
No, would you let me answer? I don't watch a whole lot on Twitch just because I feel like the vast majority of people that stream on Twitch, the content is very, like, you have to be a fan of them and their personality more than the content that they are producing on screen or playing a game on screen. Because that's what streaming is it's like you're performing. I
gotta disagree with that.
I've watched, like, other streamers, like, like Doug, Ray Narvaez Jr., Bird, sometimes Jimmy here, but never for, like, an extended period of time. Usually it's just like, oh, hey, they're playing a game that I'm, a fan of or familiar with. Let me see what they're doing. And then, like, I feel like half the time I click on their channel and it's just like an away screen or an empty chair. It's like, oh, okay, all right, bye. But the one that I watch the most is Pay Money Wubby. And I don't care if he streams an empty chair for 4 hours. His chat is funny enough that, like, I'll be there for it. And he makes a lot of Magic the Gathering content too, and I'm a huge fan of Magic. Like, literally, Noth, listen to me, alright? He does the kind of shit with Magic the Gathering that I wish I could. He literally paid $7,000 for a case of Holiday Edition Magic the Gathering collector booster boxes for the Lord of the Rings set. Okay? $7,000. Do you want to know the only card that you can pull from those boxes that even remotely makes your money back?
What?
A serialized card, an X of Y card.
See, this is why me and Boss are actually, funny enough, we're the cool people in this fucking chat right now.
Hey, I never claimed to be cool.
No, hold on. Because me and him are just chilling out playing video games. We love Resident Evil, which means we're automatically 10 out of 10s, alright? And you two fucking nerds are jerking off over Magic the Gathering cards.
I haven't played Magic in like 2 decades, bro.
Yeah, he's the Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
You play Yu-Gi-Oh though. You go to tournaments and play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
That's like me saying, oh, Unawareboss, do you want to come over to Birmingham this week to the Brony convention with me? Only then would we be worse than you two.
Noth self-reporting as a brony.
Outside the stadium.
No, I'm fairly certain Noth just had a slip and reported that he was a brony.
Listen, me and Boss bought tickets to BronyCon in Birmingham, alright? I just didn't want to mention it.
And now I feel like that's not true. I feel like he's trying to drag Boss down, make himself look only slightly bad.
No, we made a Twilight Sparkle cosplay, and I'm the back half.
Which one's Twilight Sparkle, Noth?
She's the. You almost got me. I'll be honest with you. You almost got me.
But you know the answer, don't you?
Didn't like that. Didn't like that at all.
Yeah, so apparently Joe and I are just huge fucking nerds for playing card games, and meanwhile Noth's over here like, oh, the pink one's my favorite.
Listen, Princess Luna, Twilight Sparkle, Applejack. Listen,
how does he always have it within reach?
Why do you have that? Is that sealed?
No, I played it.
Oh. You and fucking Martel. I swear to God, you two and the horse games. I still can't believe Martel, that was Martel's like one thing. Yeah, that's the one, dude, I have that as well. That's the one that you can't complete digitally. You have to own the physical disc to be able to get the last achievement.
Because you have to play the unpatched version.
He was talking to me about that or whatever, and like he said he spent like a fortune for that. I got a sealed copy of that for $20.
They're very expensive now.
Yeah. Where did you get a sealed copy for $20 at? And when did you buy it?
The distributor.
And like 2 months ago.
Jesus.
You can buy a new sealed copy of that My Little Riding Champion for like $32.
So you're saying Martel's getting ripped off?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, but I went on eBay after Martel was talking about that, and I saw those games were up to like 130.
No.
So that's... Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's what I was seeing on my side, and like that was me in Europe. I didn't look at international, like...
I don't know if you could see that, but...
Oh yeah, $23?
Yeah, $23.86 or something like that.
Oh, and it's a UK import. Holy shit. Yeah, I think Martel must have bought it whenever it was in its like peak.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the price charting history now. Yeah, it is, according to price charting, it's cheaper to buy one sealed than to buy one opened.
That's fucking ridiculous.
$23 for sealed.
What was the fucking horse game that like everybody wanted, and it was it Barbie's Horse Racing Adventure?
No, that's an original Xbox game.
No, there was one on the 360 from like 2006 or 2007, was there not?
There is a Barbie game on the Xbox, but it's Puppy Rescue.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I'm getting something...
ring.
Yeah, maybe I'm getting something confused then. Oh, yeah. Boss, did you say that you didn't like the Assassin's Creed games either?
No, after Revelations, it kind of went off. It kind of went off for me. I just got bored of them. I stopped playing them after Revelations.
Odyssey was phenomenal, but they either hit it out of the park or they deliver kind of a mid experience.
Yeah, like I haven't liked them since like the 2 era. Like I didn't like 3. I really didn't like 4 at all.
You can just say the Desmond era.
Yeah, and then like it kind of picked up around for me for like Origins and Odyssey.
I did try Odyssey myself, but isn't that the game that had like RPG elements where you had all the enemies were level based?
All of them do now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's kind of
because once I saw that, I was like, I was in the same as you, boss. Like, I don't like the Assassin's Creed games. And then whenever those new ones were coming out, and I think Origins was that first one.
Yep.
Whenever they like mechanicized everything.
When they went from action adventure to action RPG.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really feel like this is a world I want to get sucked into at like 150 hours. Like I'm not invested in these worlds and the lore enough on these.
Origins...
But that new one, what's it called, Shadows or whatever, it actually kind of looks pretty dope.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Shadows.
I might play it.
I'm gonna stream it. You can watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I can watch somebody terrible at games play it. It'll be.
I'm actually really good at Assassin's Creed. What are you talking about?
Everybody's good at Assassin's Creed. You hold in left trigger. That's it. That's all you do. Oh my God. You go, and then they go, oh, my friend, I cannot believe you killed me. Here is information about your next target. Wow, chapter 1 complete. That's it. That's every Assassin's Creed game, dude.
Not anymore. Not since the action RPG switch.
Oh, my friend, did you know that there is a god who has an apple and she's going to blow the sun up? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
The Isu didn't have the apple.
The fact that you fucking knew exactly what I was talking about is like Assassin's Creed 1, we're assassins, we have a time travel thing that you can live your life out through.
The Animus.
Assassin's Creed, yeah, the Animus. Assassin's Creed 2, you do the same thing, and then at the end of Assassin's Creed 2, it's like, here's a golden apple, there's a Roman god floating around the sun, and the sun's gonna fucking be used as a weapon to kill everyone, and then they just never went back to that.
No, they did. What are you talking about?
Oh, did they actually go back to that?
How many have you played?
Just the 2?
Yeah, it shows. Yeah, also, you're neglecting to mention that they obtained the apple by killing the Pope.
By killing the Pope?
Yeah, the Pope was actually a Templar who killed the previous Pope and then was elected to be the new Pope. And the staff that he had the apple on top, and that was the Templars' plan at the time, was essentially use the seat of the Christian religion and the mind control powers of the apple to basically guide humanity along the path that the Templars wanted.
See, that's just like a fucking Final Fantasy game lore, not fucking my stealth game. My stealth game set in the 800 BC.
They literally return to the whole like ancient like Roman god old civilization people and the apple the very next game. In fact,
the one that's set in America.
No, they did that in 2, and then they came back for Brotherhood and Revelations.
Oh, dude, come on. That's another thing. Can people start going back to name their fucking games properly, please?
The only reason they named it 3 is because they're like, ah, crap, what do we do now that Ezio's dead?
Yeah, we have Assassin's Creed 1, we have Assassin's Creed 2, and then they made the 3rd one, and they were like, oh, what the fuck do we call it? I don't know, just call it 3. No, Origins, Brotherhood, Revelations, Black Flag. No, just fucking call it the number, dick.
Origins is out of order there.
I don't think Origins was the 3rd one.
Origins was the first action RPG one.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
No, they called it Origins because it is set at the earliest time period in the game's timeline. It is quite literally showing you the birth of the assassins.
Oh, my
brain hurts. It is their origin.
My brain hurts. Assassin's Creed's too much, man. And then Batman. I just want to play the Batman Arkham games, and then there's like Batman Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham Origins. I assume Batman Arkham Origins is the first one there, but I bet it was a sequel. I bet it came after.
You're complaining about a total of 4 games.
Yeah, because they're not numbered 1 to 4, Mist.
Yeah, that's not a problem if there's only 4 of them. I can understand the complaint with Assassin's Creed. There's legitimately 20 plus games now.
See, didn't hear a word you said because your mic cut out, which means you were lying.
Just totally gone there.
I don't know what is. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I don't know what the problem is. I can understand the complaint because there's legitimately 20 games now with Assassin's Creed, but
there he goes.
You're quite literally. Oh, is it doing it again?
It did it again when you said Assassin's Creed.
Just don't mention Assassin's Creed.
Testing, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, no, it's fine now.
Yep.
What the
I feel like
fuck?
if you talk too long, it just cuts out.
Testing. Assassin's Creed.
Oh, there we go.
That's well clear.
And then look, do you know where I feel like this stemmed from though? Honestly, I feel like this stemmed from the Matrix movies. The Matrix 1, just the Matrix, and then it was Matrix Reloaded, and then Matrix Revelations.
Revolution? Revelations?
What? You see what I mean?
I haven't seen the Matrix movies.
And then the fourth one was called like Matrix 4 Revisited or whatever the fuck. I don't know what it was called. It was stupid.
What happened to that Matrix game that they like did like a test demo for?
Nothing ever came of it.
That wasn't a game. That was literally just a tech demo.
Resurrections is the fourth one.
Resurrections. Okay. Did you guys ever play the Matrix game on the PS2?
Which one?
Not Path of Neo. Path of Neo was the completely broken one that was insane to play. Like, it was fun because, like, you could die in cutscenes, and if you hit a guy too hard, he would just clip out of the map and stuff. Like, it was insane.
I haven't
but it was
played the Matrix.
Enter the Matrix.
I've seen Donkey play it. Does that
played
count?
Nairobi?
Naomi and
Nairobi! And Ghost? Nairobi and Ghost?
I don't know. There was a woman, and then there was like a black dude that you played as.
Yeah.
I think.
Holding in left trigger and then doing the sideway cartwheel things while shooting
Remember
people.
when we met up with Agent Smith in that, and he just absolutely mollywopped you?
I want those types of games to come back. They are garbage, janky games. Bring back those games, and I will trade in every Ratalaika East Asia song. I will trade all those in for just a few janky trash games every now and again.
The
It's
reason
playing one recently that I wanted to ask you about, or whatever. Like it looks like a AA game. I have it. Scars Above.
Oh, dude, Scars Above is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I thought that game was alright.
Yeah,
Are
because
you looking it up? You want to
Boss.
pull it out?
I think it was you that replied underneath it whenever I completed it. Was it, Boss? You said it was a good game. Like you said, you enjoyed it.
This one?
Did I?
I have
Maybe
never
I
even
found that.
heard of this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is actually really good,
Yeah.
and it's like weird jank, but it's fun. And I never would have played it otherwise, but again, I was in BCMX and it was one of the games you had to finish, and I was like, this game is genuinely fun. It's a couple of hours long. It's got a great story. It's janky in places, but it's fun. Like I didn't have a bad time with it at all. Which is kind of rare nowadays. I've been playing games and I'm like, sometimes like halfway through, I'm like, I'm fucking bored of this game. Like I'm
Modern
not
day
having-
gaming.
Yeah, and honestly, boss, you'd hit the nail on the head. It is modern day gaming. And it's like 9 times out of 10 when I'm playing these games, I'm like, this is fucking boring. I hate playing this. This isn't fun to me. And in that Scars Above game, I just one-shotted it. Like I just did it like all 8 hours in a row because I was like, this is fun. I'm into the story. There's no like insane like drawn out shit with it.
I had to do 2 runs on that. I can't remember the reason why, but I think something bugged out on us and I had to do 2 runs.
That is.
But it's a pretty short game though, so it didn't take.
Yeah,
you know.
but I can guarantee you got hit with the bug where if you went too far after where you should have unlocked an achievement, the achievement just locks permanently.
I can't remember the reason. It might have been
yeah,
something like that. It was only one
'cause
that I missed on the way through, and I was like,
the achievements when they're supposed to unlock, just stand still for 5 minutes and just wait for the achievement to unlock because it will eventually unlock. But if you go too far after that, the achievement just won't unlock, which is the worst thing about that game, honestly. But that's the only bad thing I have to say about it. Just give me more janky games. That's all I want. That's all I want.
See, I agree with you, but the problem is those games more often than not are not profitable, which is why they don't get made anymore as much as they used to.
What's it called? Coming out next
Yeah.
March. That I'm really looking forward to. Split Fiction.
Split Fiction?
It's there's no info on it yet. It's the new game from Hazelight.
Oh, I don't
Takes
even know
Two.
what the fuck that is.
It Takes Two.
Oh, if it's an
Way Out.
It Takes Two dev game, then it's going to be great.
I still haven't played It Takes Two. The only thing I know
It's
about
so
It Takes
good.
Two is you
that's
murder
pretty good, yeah.
you murder an elephant in it.
Play it with Ems.
Right,
It's co-op.
Yeah, play it with Ems.
Oh, I think Ems already did it. She keeps trying to get me to play it with her again, though. Like she's always
It's
like,
so
"Oh,
much
yeah,
fun.
I do want to play it. I did see somebody that was doing a speed run of it. There's a bit where you can like go on a piano, but the piano is actually tuned properly. And they started playing the Metal Gear Solid theme tune on it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. That's pretty cool.
Like the level design for that, like every level and like every co-op like mechanic in the game feels like genuinely different, and I really love that game.
I think that's what makes it feel. I think that's what makes it so good. Like every level unique.
Right,
and how to get through it.
If everybody in here is on it as well, then I'll check it out next time.
And like another thing is like I feel like communication is like really important in it or whatever, because like one of you might figure it out and you got to be like, oh hey you, like shoot your whatever it is into this area so then I can like swing across it.
Oh, it's a Portal 2 game.
I was just about to say to you, Mist, that is a fucking Portal 2 game, man. Portal 2 made me and my friend like fall out for an entire day. It was just because you're specifically because you're both looking at like this is like couch co-op days. Like you're looking at the same fucking thing and you're like, no, you shoot it, and then oh my god, it made you hate your friend. And then after you finished the like chamber, you were like, hell yeah, dude, good job. Your friendship was instantly restored when the chamber was finished.
I'm getting flashbacks to me and my brother fighting over it.
Bad times, man. But great game. Like, I also like the ending of Portal 2, where it's like you get deconstructed and then GLaDOS finds out she has like millions of you to play with anyway.
I don't think I ever beat Portal 2.
Oh, Mist.
What?
You need to go back and do Portal 2.
I'll do it after I finish Friday the 13th.
Why are you boosting Friday the 13th, man? Come on.
I'm getting what I can before it shuts down.
Do you know what? I was going to do it, and then I was looking at it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. The 4 of the highest TAD achievements in it are unobtainable now. I'm not even going to go and fucking try this shit. Like, what's the point?
I mean, the 2 big ones that I'm after are the play 1,000 matches as both Jason and a camp counselor. Those are still fairly high, but literally the matches are less than 15 seconds long because I'm dual boxing. So it's literally just like ready up, wait for it to load, okay, look at the map, teleport, throwing knife, game over.
I know, but would you not rather be spending that time not being able to complete a game and just going and spending 150 hours in other games?
I mean, honestly, I've had this on my to-do list for months, and I mean, you know how it is with shutdowns. Like every time it's like, okay, I'm going to go work on this. Surprise, 3 more. But
Battlefield
with like games leaving Game Pass and shit too.
Yeah, especially with Game Pass leavers too. Yep. Luckily,
like
December hasn't been a busy Game Pass month for me, but honestly, it's just like it's not. The boost isn't bad. It's very long, but it's not involved. But that also doesn't mean I dislike it. It's weird because I have my 2 screens, my 2 boxes, and it's just like I can just put something on my computer screen, like a show I can watch, and I'll just zone out. And when I come to again, it's like, oh, congrats, you did 70 matches, and it's like it's been an hour. What? So. I literally
can't game anymore without having some type of other media on. Like, if it's a story-based game or something like that there, like Scars Above or whatever, I'm listening, I've got my headphones on, I'm playing the game. But seeing 90% of the games I'm playing that are like big, long grinds and shit like that there, I'm just sticking on 75 episodes of Law & Order in a row. I'm putting on, like, do you know what I mean? Because I just feel like...
Get 750 kills in multiplayer. Okay, yeah. What's Law & Order got?
Yeah, boosting Fear. Me and Ems were boosting Fear. We were like triple boxing Fear or whatever, and we were just like, I think we watched like the first 10 seasons of like fucking Law & Order Special Victims Unit when we were doing it, like, do you know what I mean? And it's like, I think that's something that's changed as well with like the boosting side of like guys like us now that like just play video games and like just try to like boost and shit like that there, double box, whatever. It's like, it's interesting to see like some of us will be like watching TV shows while we have it on, or YouTube or whatever. And then there's other people who are like, no, I would just rather listen to the game. And I'm like, for what?
No.
You're spending 30 hours double boxing a game by yourself, and you're just going to sit there and not like intake some other media that
you're going to listen to the same 12 sounds repeat in order for hours.
Yeah, like I feel like it's a waste of time. That's
I had to mute both of the TVs because I got sick and tired of
how much TV I watched while I was doing like all that Hell Let Loose stuff.
You watching TV for when you were playing that game for? You need to listen.
I know.
Oh, no, is that what you're saying? You're saying you weren't watching TV?
No, I was watching so much TV during the Hell Let Loose boost or whatever, because it's like you have to play 65
the boost.
Yeah, well, you have to play 65 games of that that what's it called mode, and they're a half-hour games, and like whoever holds the control point at the end, like wins the match. And like I capture the hill, and then I watch 30 minutes of a TV show.
What do you watch? And if you say Big Bang Theory, I'm gonna rip your fucking spine out of your back from Sub-Zero.
I finished Big Bang Theory a couple of months ago. I was watching. Right now, I'm watching House.
Oh, that's not too bad.
What was the joke in the Cesscast? It's like Bazinga jumps out of plane. Oh, yeah, we were talking about
DB Cooper.
DB Cooper. It's like it's Sheldon DB Cooper.
No, I'm watching House now, and I think I'm going to start Dexter next.
Hey, do you know what you should watch after you watch House? Actually,
The Mentalist.
Me and Ems. No. Well, we have that to watch as well. Me and Ems started watching The Good Doctor while we were boosting something. Dude, that is the cringiest show I have ever watched, and I love every second of it.
Is that the one that had the meme months ago with the guy crying saying that he's a surgeon?
Saying he's what? I am a surgeon.
Yeah, that one.
That's the one. Here, actually, you know what? Talking about Game Pass games, boss, do you play Game Pass games at all? Like, do you fuck around with Game Pass?
Yeah, sometimes. Like, I'll probably go and do that one that's leaving. What do you call it? I think Joe mentioned it before.
What was it?
Sorry? I think Joe mentioned it before. What was the game called again?
McPixel.
McPixel,
yeah.
I'm going to go back and finish that, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I do play Game Pass games. I'll be playing like Indiana Jones on Monday, probably.
Yeah.
Like when that gets added.
It's weird to like know what like other people at the top's games like
schedule.
Way is. Yeah, because like boss, you're obviously way higher than me, but we're both on page 1, and it's like I'll like every like 5 or 6 months I'll drop like a few 100K in baby games, and then I'll just go back to playing whatever I want for the year.
Yeah.
But because of the Game Pass leaving thing, 8 times out of 10 I would say I'm playing fucking Game Pass games now, which is good as well because it's obviously bringing up my TA and the ratio and whatever.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish they would stop I kind of wish we had less games on Game Pass so that less leave, so that I have more time to go back and play 360 games.
I'm okay with the amount that leave. They just need to give, like, what they did this month where, like, December 1st, they're like, here's everything that's leaving in December. That's fine. Make it a monthly thing instead of a bi-monthly thing.
Mm-hmm. You mean bi-weekly?
Yes.
I started Harold Halibut last week or this week. I'm actually kind of enjoying that.
I heard about that from you.
That's another thing. I hate half the games names in Game Pass.
I actually backed that on Kickstarter and it didn't meet funding.
Oh, so they probably got the rest of their funding from Xbox then.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it released on Game Pass, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I guarantee you they probably worked a deal.
It's the characters are like clay moded too.
Oh, my lights just flashed. I think we're gonna get hit with a fucking lightning storm or something. If I die, you know. No, just kidding. I think one of the things that lately that like I've been the most disappointed about when it comes to like buying video games is I was waiting for that Starship Troopers game for like 6 months.
Legally distinct Helldivers, and I was like, I can't wait to play this. Pre-ordered it, 55 quid I think it was, and I was like, cannot fucking wait, blah blah blah.
Day one when it went live, me and Ems put the TVs on in the living room, ordered pizza, got beers, sat down on the couch, loaded up our games. The first 10 minutes of us playing the game, like, I fell through the map. She crashed to dashboard. We were playing again, and then, like, everybody was T-posing while running across the field, and I was like, you know what? Usually I like when games are buggy, but this is actually kind of unplayable currently.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It
definitely
was really bad. Like,
It's got so much potential, that game, but the crashing in that was, I think, I haven't been back since. But like since a couple of months, but yeah, the crashing was like really bad. You spend 20-30 minutes doing a horde, and then you gotta wait to the ship and then crash.
Dude, and it specifically is at the ship. It like, you either crash at the start of the horde match, or you crash after spending 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get into the ship, it crashes. So like, getting that achievement for the 20 horde matches was legitimately the hardest.
You lose a lot of XP.
Everything. You lose everything unless you finish it. Fucking, that is the most disheartening game I have played in a long time. And the worst thing about it is, like you said, it has so much potential. 16 players all running around doing their jobs and all is awesome.
And what's crazy is it doesn't crash in like all the chaos. When there's like chaos going on around you, you're like, how's it not crashing? You get to the ship that's now happening and it crashes.
Yeah, it's like what? Jump into the ship to end the match, okay, and as soon as you jump in, boom, you're just looking at your dashboard now, and you're like, oh, well, fuck me, I guess.
I've had it happen where the ships went to take off, and then somehow I've clipped through the bottom of the ship, and I'm like, I'm at the bottom, I'm like, oh, nice.
And it doesn't count. It doesn't count as you leaving. It doesn't count as a win. Yeah. Like, there was so much wrong with that, man, and it's got to be one of the worst things I've played in a while. Like, and I don't care about spending money on something that's buggy or whatever, but the bugs
have they fixed it now, or have you not been on?
Yeah, they fixed it. Fuga was saying, like, they fixed, like, you, like, 90% of the time now you will not crash at the end of a horde match. He says he's crashed, like, once doing, like, 30 horde matches.
Whereas I should really go back to it. Because I did enjoy that game. It was a lot of fun.
It was. And I mean, I kind of hope they start releasing more content for it or something, because
I think it needs it.
Yeah.
It was definitely quite basic at the beginning.
It was like four maps. Yeah. And there is variations on the maps, obviously, like, because the maps are quite big, but yeah, I think it needs a couple more maps or something. But I don't know, man. I just feel like they fucked the release up for it.
Isn't that most games these days? Just release an absolute mess and then fix it later.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's why I kind of, like, I'm on the same boat as you. I'm going to be playing Indiana Jones like day one, but
I watched someone stream and it looks actually really good. It didn't look buggy or anything at all. And they played like a good 3 hours, yeah. So I was like, wow. I'm surprised. I was expecting it to be a buggy mess, but
I'm looking forward to trying it. Honestly, it looks like they're trying to do for Indiana Jones what like Sony did for
It actually
Spider-Man.
gives me a bit of Uncharted vibes. I was seeing bits of it. I don't know why. If you've ever seen those.
Look at a couple of the gameplay trailers and stuff, like the 10-minute gameplay videos, and I was like, oh, this is just first-person Uncharted, and I'm kind of into that.
Have they, in the gameplay, because I admittedly have not been following it as close as I should have they shown what the character looks like? Are you playing as Indiana Jones?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Indy, like, it looks like him.
So you're saying, does it look like Harrison Ford, though?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a,
the voice is exactly the same, even though it's not him.
Yeah, I guess they like recreated like a scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark, and IGN has like a tweet up about it where you can watch them like one on top and one on the bottom to see how like close they look to each other.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, literally the exact same shot for shot, and it looks perfect.
Harrison Ford's got to be making a mint in royalties from this. Even the game cover looks like him.
Oh yeah, that's another thing actually when we were talking about, like, you know, with stuff that's been trademarked. Did you know, like, if you are making a movie or whatever, like a movie or a TV show or anything like that, right? If you release it on DVD and there is like a 2-second scene where somebody in the TV show or the movie is watching Star Wars in the background, Star Wars legally have to have on the back of that, you legally have to say Star Wars is like trademarked thing by LucasArts or whatever.
Yep.
Even if it's just in a TV show or a movie for 2 seconds. I only found that out recently. How big is Star Wars' greedy hand?
The mouse.
It's
the
owned
mouse.
by Disney.
Oh fuck! I didn't even think about that. But I'm talking about like movies like there's movies back in the 80s and 90s that were released, and it'll say that on the back of the DVD or VHS cover. But like, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Now, oh my god, Princess Leia is a Disney princess.
Yeah.
I mean, oh Jesus, we killed Mist. Were you just thinking about Princess Leia?
No. Apparently Ubisoft is in deep financial trouble, and they're looking for a buyout.
Yep.
Saw that.
Do it, Microsoft! You have the opportunity to do the funniest thing!
I do not want them owning Ubisoft, bro.
Why? Then we get every shitty Assassin's Creed game on Game Pass day one.
Because Ubisoft fucking suck. That's why.
Now they do.
The only good thing that they did was Far Cry. That's it.
They're still doing Far Cry.
Yeah.
That's Rainbow Six Vegas.
I hope they stop doing Assassin's Creed.
I wish they would do another Vegas. I love them Vegas games.
Dude, fucking Vegas 3 would actually be super fucking hard in like 2025 on Xbox Series. Like,
Well, see, that's a good idea, which means Ubisoft won't do it.
That's true.
Beyond Good and Evil too.
Is that even still releasing? That game just kind of disappeared.
It's been announced 3 times.
I must be the only person in the world that never played Beyond Good and Evil.
I haven't played it either.
I played it. I didn't think much of it, to be honest. I didn't think anything special. But I mean, to be fair, it was ancient, so...
Yeah. It's the same as, what's that other one? Fucking, there's another game that everybody played and I never played. Sly the Raccoon?
Sly Raccoon and the Thievius Raccoonus.
Yeah, I never played those games, and there's like fucking 4 of them.
I only ever played the first one, but it was really good.
Yeah, in like the PS2 era, people were like, "Oh no, these games are fucking awesome."
There's a little mini game on the PS3 and the Vita or whatever with Bentley.
What do you mean?
The
Bentley.
turtle.
The tortoise.
Oh, I thought you meant Bentley.
He's referring to a character from the video game you've never played.
Yeah, sorry. I thought he was talking about like a Bentley, the car company, made a PS Vita game in conglomeration with fucking Thievius Racoonicus. And then the other one is Jack and Daxter. Oh wait, and Ratchet and Clank. I never played Ratchet and Clank.
That was the Holy Trinity: Ratchet, Clank, Jack and Daxter, and Sly Cooper. How are they?
Yeah. Do you want to know how I know that you love those games? Because they're fucking sealed. Shh, you nerd.
No, these are from Limited Run, and there's only 7,500 copies of each.
Yep.
Oh, and you're just gonna flood the market soon, are you?
I'm selling them now.
Yeah, you fucking scalping piece of shit.
Well, I bought them to keep them or whatever, but I'm not working, so I gotta do something.
Just sell. I'll buy your whole collection of 360 games for $25.
Sounds good.
So but you have to pay shipping.
So I'm gonna actually, Noth, you may have just referenced a piece of content that Joe and I are working on. So Joe and I are gonna do a video on just the reactions that we get from him listing rare video games on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah, boss, when you hear this, right? Do you know what Joe likes to do? He likes to go onto Facebook Marketplace and then put up a bunch of his really rare 360 games and then see who's lowballing him, and then he just posts the screenshots to us. That's his pastime now.
It is, and here's the thing, right? Is so normally I feel like the reaction is if you see something that is valuable being sold for not its value, you're either going to like offer to pay something closer to what it's worth or just say nothing and just buy the thing, right? Yeah. The number of people that Joe has sent me screenshots of who are attempting to haggle.
Yeah.
There is one guy who saw Sakura Flamingo Archives for $75 on Facebook Marketplace, and this motherfucker has the gall to say, "Will you take 70?"
Yeah.
He wants $5 off a game that's worth 70. Nearly $1,000 in good condition.
That's just trying your luck, that.
Yeah, like I want, even though I'm getting the game for 10 times less the price that it's going for right now on eBay,
Just
I'm still
buy
gonna
it!
argue $5.
Just buy it! Why do you care that much about $5? What are you doing?
It's like, I'm pretty sure I scammed a really old lady on Facebook Marketplace back like during COVID, because she had up on Facebook Marketplace 2 Xbox Series S's for £100.
Each or total?
No, total. And they came with the controllers and plugs, everything, right? And boxed still, right? And I was like, so I checked her profile and all, and she's like a little 65-year-old lady. And I just messaged her and I was like, hey, I'm actually in your area of town. Could I maybe come over today and pick these up? And she was like, yeah, of course, I'll take down the selling now. And I was like, awesome, cool. So I went and met her, and she had them. One was opened, but the other one was like still sealed, right? And I was like, here's £100. And she was like, okay, thank you very much. And then I was like, oh, by the way, where did you get these at? And she was like, oh, I bought them as Christmas presents.
Called it. I knew it.
And she was like, I bought them as Christmas presents for my grandkids, but they wanted the black one, not the white one. And I was like, you little fucks. What? Are you serious, bro? I'm like, I could have easily just been like, here's 200,
didn't she return
300. Them? I don't know, dude. So I was just like, here's £100.
Those are like $300 a piece.
Yeah, because it was in 2020. Like, they were just basically new.
So she spent $600 on electronics and wanted $100.
And then she just put them on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, I was like, is there something weird going on here? Is she gonna murder me later? Like, what is like something? But no, she was just a little old lady in like a little tiny house, and she was just chilling. Like, she offered me tea and shit when I was at the door. She was like, come on in. And I was like, oh, I'm definitely getting murdered, but if I can get these 2 Series S's, I'm pretty sure I could take an old lady on.
I mean, look, all I'm saying is just like, you walk out of the house with 2 Series S's, and you also get to spend an afternoon listening to her complain about her shitty grandkids.
Yeah, but here's one thing though.
I'll take a cup of tea, and then you hit me with that tea. Let's hear it.
When I was leaving, I was like, just keep going. She won't turn around. Just keep going. I was like, she's gonna realize she fucked up eventually. And then no, everything was perfect. Everything worked. I've still got one of the Series S's in here. The old ones in the living room. It's like best decision I ever made.
May as well.
I'm pretty sure I scammed a little wonderful old lady, but fuck it. And she was a little like proper Irish old lady as well. She was like a little lovely old lady who's just chilling out.
Oh, then she absolutely does not care.
No, she did. I knew she didn't care the way she was talking about it. Like, but I could tell she was annoyed at her grandkids, which
they're gonna
hurt me a little bit, but
they're gonna get a bag of candy for Christmas for the rest of their lives.
Oh yeah,
that's
they
it.
Fucked up.
Just
they
like, oh, I want this new doohickey. Oh no. No, because you remember how I bought you that $300 console and you didn't like the color of the plastic on the outside?
Yeah.
And then I had to sell it for $100. No, here's a bag of M&Ms. Merry Christmas.
Here's a bag of coal.
Kids won't like it.
What should I list next?
I remember whenever Xbox 360 came out. It was out in November 2005, I think it was.
Yeah.
But I was like, my friend bought it that day, you know, and like I was always playing his. He would come up, he was like my next door neighbor basically, and he would always bring his 360 up, and we would play like Perfect Dark and stuff. So I played the 360 on release, but I didn't get my own until the Christmas after. And I remember my mum coming into the living room, and it was like a couple of weeks before Christmas, and she was like, oh, here's a Christmas present, an early Christmas present. And I was like, oh, awesome, you know, little fucking 14-year-old me. And she was like, oh, there you go. And I opened it up, and it was like a big shoe box. And I was like, yeah, new shoes, awesome. And then I opened it up, and it was the 360. And then I think it was Call of Duty 4 or something. Can't remember. And I was like, what? It's 360. And then she was like, wait, why were you so excited about the shoes? And I was like, I love Converse. I was like, I thought I was getting a sick pair of Converse. But I got 360 instead. So technically my mum is the reason that this achievement shit's still going. It's her fault.
You tell her that?
Oh yeah. One of my like first memories is watching her in the living room whenever we were younger, and it was just me and her on the couch, and she was playing Resident Evil 1 on the PS1. That's like one of my earliest like core memories.
My dad, love him to death, doesn't really understand the thing that I have going on with video games, but he's supportive, and I love him so much for that. He's definitely also partially to blame, because when my brother and I were growing up, we had the... my dad actually bought my mom the NES back when they were still dating. And so we had the NES, but then the SNES was like the new thing. And eventually we got the N64 as well. My dad would be on like mid to late 90s eBay, just like going through looking for N64 cartridges that are super cheap and be like, this one looks like a good one. And he'd just order them.
It's like you need to fucking ring your dad and be like, Dad, you never picked up a sealed copy of Resident Evil 2 on the N64, did you?
No, because he was buying them for children, so he'd probably like see it and be like, what is that? And then he'd look online, oh, it's not for kids, so no.
Yeah. Oh wait, we have Boss here, Boss. This is something I always like asking people who are like the top in the world, like, cause like I've talked to Smirnov about it and like other people.
Yep.
When the fuck did you go, hey, you know what? This achievement shit is kind of cool.
Probably 2010. But
Do you
to be
remember
fair,
what you were playing, or
I was playing World at War. My friend said, well, one of my friends, like I knew in real life, and he went, do you want to compete for Gamerscore? I was like, why the hell do I want to compete for Gamerscore? And he was like, it'd be something we can both like compete for, and it would boost our Gamerscore. But I was like, yeah, whatever, why not? So that was that. And then he didn't even make it to 100k, and I made it to 300, and he was like, he quit. And I never did. And still to this day I'm still going. So yeah, that was basically it. Something so simple that just turned into something so big.
That's an interesting one. I like that.
Why was everyone else there like?
Mine was whenever my friend like got the 360 and he like unpacked it and all. The first game we played was Perfect Dark Zero, and we were playing like split screen. And I remember like I'd killed a couple of people, and then I saw the little thing come up at the bottom, and this is before the patch that they released a couple of weeks later, and it just said achievement unlocked. It didn't tell you the name of the achievement, it didn't tell you the gamer score, and it just said achievement unlocked. And then we were trying to figure out what that was. Because obviously we didn't know, like it was day one.
I was in the same boat, yeah.
Yeah, and then we had to read the manual, and it was like saying about the guide button, and it brings up your profile, and then you click gamer score, and then we were like, oh my god, these are like little things that you unlock in a game for points. And my friend was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. What are these ones? Let's get them. And we were like, yeah, okay. So like on day one, we were boosting. Day one, and it was like, this is awesome. And I just remember like every game after that, when I put it in, I would just hit the guide button, check achievements, and be like, oh yeah, this looks doable. And like I just never since
literally
then
been boosting since day one.
Day one, man, Perfect Dark Zero boosting with my friends, split screen and versus bots.
It was addictive in the 360 days though, for some reason.
Yeah,
like, I would feel like if you were just to jump on the achievement train now, it's like, I don't know, you just be playing garbage straight away. But in the 360 days, you actually putting, like, you know, you were actually boosting, you're putting time in, knocking games, like you were actually completing proper games. Where like now, I feel like you would just jump on the.
Mine comes from.
Wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be fun doing it now.
Yeah.
Mine comes from like when I was growing up. Like I didn't have very many video games or whatever. Like my family like has money, which like, but like they never buy me video games. So like the 360 came out when I was like 16 and working. So I kind of kept buying stuff over and over and over because I wanted like a lot of the 360 games, and I wanted like, you know, like Dawn and Need for Speed Most Wanted and like all those like launch titles. So like I kind of bought them all, and then like the achievements were super cool, and then like me and a couple of friends were like, oh, I got 4,000, and it's like, oh, I'm up to 5. So like we kind of kept competing or whatever to like try and finish them and stuff like that. And then like one day I just kind of like blew past all of them. I think one's at like one of them is at like 100,000 now of like people I originally did it with, and then the rest are like even lower.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, one of the guys that I had started playing it with, like my friend I was talking about, he just like stopped. He went straight on to like Counter-Strike after like a year of Xbox. And then another friend of mine, who's like still my friend today, he was playing, but he's massive Xbox gamer. He will play like all the like AAA titles and all. But here's the thing with him. He gets the game, and then he just loads it up on normal. No guides, he doesn't care about collectibles, he just plays the game start to finish on normal, and then he just sold the game, and that was it. And I think he just recently hit 150k.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it's and he plays games. Do you know what I mean? He just plays games.
That's fairly average. I'd say probably someone who was around during the 360 era is honestly, if they're just playing video games, I'd say on average you're going to be around 100 to 150 at this point.
Your mic's totally.
Your mic cut out again there. But yeah, you were saying like about 150k or so. Like it's like even like the Division. He played the Division and he just like played it on normal the whole way through, and then he was like, oh, okay, cool. Division 2 came out, played it on normal, and then played a little bit of multiplayer, and then he was just like, okay, cool, I'm done now. But then he would just always go back and play multiplayer and stuff. But he already had those like 150 gamer score multiplayer achievements done, but he would just put like another 800 hours into the game. And I'm like, I'm kind of jealous of that, but also not really, because like, once Overwatch came out, my scoring just hit the fucking dirt. Like, when Overwatch came out, I was just not scoring at all, because I was spending, like, maybe 250 hours to 300 hours a month just playing Overwatch. So, like, everything else was on the back burner for, like, an entire year and a half.
In the group chat, I just posted, like, my 3 friends from, like, the town that, like, I co-op stuff with usually when they're around. But, like, one's at, like, over 100, one's close to 2, and the other one's at, like, 230.
230k?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty, yeah.
Just casually playing.
Yeah, just casually playing, yeah. See, that's... It's funny, though, like, just seeing what you can do if you just, like, play games on normal difficulty, start to finish, and then fuck off. Like, you would probably be at, like, 200k if you're just playing shit you want to play, you know?
Yeah.
God, I would hate to be getting into the Xbox achievement ecosystem now, man. Boss has said that, and now it's fucking me up. Because I'm just thinking, can you imagine
you'd have that in a week.
Yeah, you would have 230k.
If you're jumping on all the easy stuff.
And it's
because it's not
you
even
said,
like it's expensive. You'd look at the store and say, this game has 5,000 gamer score and is $5.
Yeah. But, like, I remember, like, on the 360 days, like, playing Dead Rising and Full Auto and Call of Duty 2 on
Full
Veteran and
fun.
stuff. And they're long games or difficult games, and seeing that achievement finally pop after you spent, like, 6 hours just for that one achievement, and then seeing it pop, you're like, yes.
That's what made it fun. It was rewarding.
It was reward. It was a fucking achievement. Like, and then just around about 2017, 2018, whenever that shit started creeping in, and then it just got fucked.
I think peak for me was like 2014-ish, 2015-ish, because that's when you had all the 360 and Xbox One stacks.
Yep.
So you could stack your favorite game, but there wasn't all the garbage. You had the other easy 1K like you always do. But you didn't have all the garbage, but then 2016 onwards, that's when all the garbage was started.
Yeah. And it was...
For now.
I remember when, like, the first Ratalaika game came out, and people were like... Because I think the first one was, like, 3 to 4 hours long for 1,000. And I remember people being like, holy shit, you can get 1,000 on this in 3 to 4 hours. And at this stage, the only thing that we had, like, even close to that was the Neo Geos. But, like, people wrote the Neo Geos off because they were like, you know, that's fine because it's its own thing, sort of. And then once those, like, first Ratalaikas started coming out, and then they were, like, 3 to 4 hours long, and then you slowly started seeing those Ratalaikas go down to 2 hours, and then the other games started coming out, and I was like, yo...
They're starting to trend back up now.
What, sorry?
The Ratalaika games are, like, trending back up in length.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
Didn't it change a rule, though? Didn't Microsoft change a rule where you've got to have, your teams have got to cover so much of the content in the game?
Fucking quote-unquote boss. They fucking said that, and then they just... I don't know, man. They just...
I don't think they'll enforce that, like, but yeah, I mean, how can they prove that? They're going to go and play the game themselves.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. Like, I feel like QA for, like, stuff to be put on the store is a bit insane. I had to refund stuff the other day for the first time, because it was games that didn't even have achievements. I just wanted to play them because they looked like the observation duty games, and they were like $7, and then I think one was like $10, and I was like, oh, I'll pick these up. One of them, you can't get past the start menu, and the other one is when you're in the game, none of the buttons work. And so I was like, I've never had to refund something on Xbox before, and I felt kind of bad doing it. And I was like, oh fuck, man, this company.
If it doesn't work, then
yeah, it just straight up didn't work. And I in the message thing, the details, whatever, I just said, like, these things need to be QA'd before they hit the store. I understand they're not like games with achievements, blah, 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 and they're just like indie stuff.
Yeah, they're the Creator Club ones.
Yeah, you can't do anything with either of these games. And fair enough, they gave me the refund in like 5 hours later, which is cool. But, oh man, I actually felt bad refunding something. Even though the fucking games didn't work, like, do you know what I mean? I still felt kind of bad. And then you find out all these...
It's just the principle of them releasing it and it being totally broken.
Yeah, it was just
like why should you pay?
Unplayable.
All right, gentlemen. Unfortunately, I think
do you have to go stream?
I think we have reached the end of the podcast. Like I said, we were on a timer this time, but hopefully next time we won't be on a timer. We'll be able to sit down like on a weekend or something. Boss, it has been wonderful having you. Thank you for
thanks for having us. It was different for me. It's not something I normally do, so...
Come back, Boss, for the next one. Come back for the next one.
Absolutely, you're welcome. We can have 5 on. We'll see if we get Welsh Hunter on here with us.
Yeah, Welsh said he wanted to be on, so...
Oh god, this is just going to turn into just like me and my 28 closest friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back again next time. Next time being whenever Noth decides he wants to film another episode.
I just show up sometimes. Like let's be honest.
This guy over here, that's CoolKid Joe. You can find him, Joe. I think your socials are on Twitter now, right? Like
your mic. Your mic.
I don't know what the problem is, dude. It's got to be all that static, right? But, Joe, your socials are on Twitter.
Yes, at CoolKid Joe XBL.
Noth, you are on Twitter now. You join and leave at like a moment's notice, but you're on Twitch, at Noth Tha God. And, hey. Boss, do you have any socials you want people to find you on?
I don't use it, so I wouldn't even bother.
Got it. And
on TA, he's Unawareboss, though.
This is Unawareboss. You can find him on this episode of the Cesscast.
Yep.
And maybe the next one, who knows?
Yeah, and the next one, too.
And I am your host, Eat, Sleep, Complete. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube primarily. And I just want to say, I know we were talking about the year-end Game of the Year stuff. I am going to be doing my special end-of-the-year broadcast in the next couple weeks here. It's my yearly top 10 year in review. It's the biggest stream of the year. So if you're watching this, chances are it's already happened. You can go watch it on YouTube right now. It's the top 10 games that I played this year, and that means any games. It could be anything. So absolutely go check that out. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Greatly appreciate it. We will catch you all on episode 5 of the Cesscast. See you later.